What is up, guys? Sawcasm here, and today I have for you guys a P90 MOAB playing some 6v6 domination on the map mission using the P90 silencer rapid fire combination. Now, I do have a couple of things that I want to talk about, but generally the topic that I'm going to be discussing is patience, when to be patient in Call of Duty, and how being patient can actually improve your play and overall make you a better player. So you'll see throughout this game, patience did play a big part in this MOAB and this streak in general, and it definitely is a big part of my playstyle and something that I feel a lot of people tend to overlook, mainly because, you know, they go on YouTube, they see all these great players just rushing all around, doing ridiculous stuff that maybe they are able to do, but it's not always the most effective thing to do. You know, I don't consider myself the best player, but I do consider myself a relatively smart and tactical player, which means that I like to think that I try to do what I can to kind of make the best of the situation. Now, basically what this means that pretty much anybody can, you know, do what I do if they actually put the right thought and the right mindset into it. So the first thing you'll notice throughout this game is, you know, I'm moving around the map, but at the same time I'm not straight out rushing. I'm moving, but tactically moving. I'm waiting for the right opportunities to push up to a power position or an area that I know I can have better control over the enemies, and I'll be able to win my gunfights. So you kind of want to look out for those opportunities, and you kind of want to take them when they come. So on top of that, you'll notice that a lot of the times throughout this game, especially on a map like Mission, where the flags are kind of linear, you know, there's some maps where it's kind of like a triangle shape, but this map is, the flags are kind of linear. You know, you have the B flag right dead center in the middle, and then you have the A and C on the opposite sides of the map, whereas some other maps like Hard Hat is kind of more of a triangle-ish thing, if you know what I'm talking about. So on a map where the flags are linear, I like to chill around the B flag a lot. It's just where most of the action tends to be, and because of this, sometimes you do get sandwiched. Like, sometimes people will spawn on both sides, or people will just come from both directions, and you won't really know how to react. So basically what you want to do in this situation like that is you just want to sit back and kind of wait for either one of the people to pass or your teammates to pick them off, or maybe you could just sit at one of the sides and pick off, you know, some of the people on one side while trying to cover your back and trying to not expose yourself from the other direction, so as to take out the people coming from the first side, if this makes sense. And then you could just run to the other side and take out the other people that were actually facing your back. And that's kind of what I tried to do over here, over by the C flag. I try to take out the people by the C flag before, you know, worrying about the people over at A, since these are kind of more of a high priority and a higher risk, a higher threat, I guess you could say. So I want to make sure to take them out first, so as to help both me and my team, and, you know, just hopefully control possession of these flags a little bit more. And on top of that, the last thing that I could I can't reiterate enough about patience is, you know, if you're in a power position, you're sitting back here, like right next to that truck usually is a pretty good spot when people are rushing in from the A flag. And I don't mean just like camp there all day, but if you are there and they're just rushing you like it's nobody's business, and you're in that spot, you're in a good spot to take them out, and you're taking them out very effectively. You know, your team is holding them in a relatively good spawn containment, so that you are able to actually pull this off effectively while still maintaining the objective. And you really don't have a reason to just go out there and rush. I mean, some people feel like they always have to be rushing or else they're considered a camper or whatever, but it's really not like that. I feel like that, you know, if you're in a situation where the time calls for you to just sit back and wait for the enemies to come to you and it's working, then go for it by all means. Anyway, guys, there's the MOAB. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you hated it, be sure to dislike it, leave some hateful comments, and unsubscribe. Thanks for watching. Bow!